All right, welcome to the daily market analysis for 29 June. What we're going to do tonight is go over updates to the market since last night and also identify setups happening tonight going into tomorrow. So first pair we're going to cover is going to be AJ. I told y'all last night during the webinar we were about here that I was going to hold this pair through the night because I was expecting a drop, right? Because previously we had 1 day of drop, right? So I was expecting at least another day of drop away from this peak. They did that. I went ahead and closed it because I was concluding a phase in one of my prop firm challenges. So instead of going into my social trader and just disconnecting mine, I just went ahead and closed it on everybody's end. But they did end up extending. Let's see. Let's do from here. They did end up extending down for another 75 pips, so that would have brought us to about 100 and almost 120 pips in 2 days, which is very good. All right, but missed money is not lost money. There will be many opportunities, but it did drop like I said it was going to. I guess I can go ahead and cover what I expect happening on that. All right, so on the 4-hour time frame, they've issued us a star. All right, TDI has popped outside that bottom Bollinger Band right above the high level. Williams percentage is below that 80 line. All right, so now that they have given us 2 days of rise, they could reverse and come back up to this 50 EMA, right? But what do we expect? At least 2 to 3 days of rise. So it could go either way. If they hold this low, right, then we know that the bias is long. They've already issued us a low for the day. Right now they're working the high for the day. Once they come back during London, we'll see how they behave. Okay. Moving on to UC. I'm covering this pair second because me and Nick had different biases last night. All right. As of right now, price action is coming back up for a zone reset. They've issued us a star. TDI is outside of the top Bollinger Band. Williams percentage is above that 20 line. Drop down to the 1-hour time frame. So last night we were discussing whether it was going to continue long or go short, right? Nick was under the impression that it was going to go short, and I told him based off my check down that it was going to go long. It did do that during the London session and came back, painted the low, right, retested the low, came up, painted the high, right, dropped down to the mid-Asian range where this yellow dotted line is. That's the middle of the Asian box, right? Here's a high, here's a low, here's the middle, right? So it came down to mid-Asian and then took off. This is a stop punt right here, right? When I say to the stop punt box, that's the stop punt box. That's the 3 vectors, 1, 2, 3 to the stop punt box, and they continued pushing up into tonight. But like I said, they've issued us a sun on the 4-hour time frame. Let's see what the day time frame looks like. Nice M forming, first leg, second leg. First leg outside the top Bollinger Band. Second leg is right below that top Bollinger Band. Williams percentage is at that 80, or the correction, that 20 line on the day time frame. This is beautiful. So on the hour time frame, we're just going to wait for second leg. They giving us first leg off this peak formation, right? Wait for them to come back during London, give us that second leg. And once they cross, we'll go ahead and take it short. Here we have 1 day of rise, 2, 3 with peak formations. All right. Moving on to AU. AU has given us a nice W, right, with the harmonic triangle, right, the blue one, showing that it's long. So over here, They've been consolidating now for about 16 hours. They've issued us a star, excuse me. TDI just popped outside that bottom Bollinger Band. Williams percentage is above that 80 line. Right, that's what we like to see. We'll drop down to the 1 hour. Here we got consolidation, a lot of sideways movement, but all are respecting this outside structure right here. Hopefully they come up tonight and then back down to give us a better entry, better setup, a better pattern. I don't like this roundness right here. Right, this is okay, but once they came back down here and started moving sideways, all they're doing is plan, plotting, and strategizing. Again, if you're not up in profit within 2 hours, right, you should scratch your trade. So as of this point right here, if you were to get eager and enter, not wait for the EMAs across, this would have been your exit right here. All right. So if they come up and then back down during London to retest, if this low holds, we'll wait for the 30-minute cross and then take it long. Okay. UF on the 4-hour time frame, it giving us a nice M, right? That harmonic triangle, right? Red showing short. They've given us a moon on the second leg. TDI didn't hit that top Bollinger Band, but that's all right. Williams percentages was above that 80 line. Drop down to the 1-hour time frame. Here we have first leg, right? They shot down right above the 50, came up just a little bit and have consolidated. So I'm waiting for them to work that high, come back up and retest, see how far up they get. TDI is right below that market baseline. Williams percentage is not quite up here to the 20 line, or the 20 line. So we'll just be patient and see what they do tonight during the end of Asian going into London. All right, moving on to EA. EA has done another retest, right? They gave us 1, 2, 3, shifted down long, right? Came back up strong to retest. They've issued us a a star. TDI is blown outside that top Bollinger Band right here. Warriors percentage is above that 20 line. Drop down to the 1-hour time frame. All right, here we have an outside structure, right? This candle right here, all of this is valid, right? Because it's closed below this wick, right? Even though this wick is above it, that's fine. The body of the candle closed below, right? So all of this is valid. A lot of sideways movement, right? So if you were to get eager and enter over here, right? If this doesn't shift down, then your exit would be at the close of this short candle. If it does shift down and closes below the 13 EMA, you're good to hold. Okay, but again, I would rather y'all wait till the 30-minute cross. Is still kind of early in Asian. I'm pretty sure they're crossing or about to cross. Yep, they're about to cross. I would wait. Missed money is not lost money, but I would not trade during the especially this early in the Asian session. All right, so hopefully they come back up towards the end of Asian or into London. They've worked the high, right? Starting to work that low. It might extend down, opening that range, that Asian range, and then come back up during London and then cross. I think that is what's going to happen because TDI is hitting that market baseline now. Williams percentage is on its way down. We'll see. We shall see. All right, moving on to AC. I got 4 more pairs after this one. All right, AC. AC, I'm going to skip over. GU, I'm going to skip over. No, I'll cover this. So since last night on GU, they extended the low, right? Completing another level. So now we have had 1, 2, 3 levels of drop. And we're expecting a long bias tonight. They've already, looks like they're already taking off. Only way we will trade this is if they come back down and retest tonight during the end of London or correction, during the end of Asian or beginning of the London session. All right, still pretty early in the Asian session. And I personally don't like trading it. You see TDI is already hitting that market baseline on its way up, but the Williams percentage is above that 20 line. So I don't foresee it going up too much higher before it comes down and retests. So that's working in our favor. GJ, let's see how it's looking on the 1 hour time frame. GJ is the same thing, right? Williams percentage is above the 20 line. TDI is blown outside that top Bollinger Band, right? And price action is on its way up towards that 50 EMA. They've already issued, giving us the low of the day, working the high of the day, expecting them to come back down and retest, giving us a better entry, better second leg, and then we'll take it long. All right, moving on to EG. EG is working, has been working the high, right? Retesting. This outside structure is still valid if you place the crosshair above this wick right here. Right, you can see the body of the candles have closed below this. It's still valid. They've issued us a moon. All right, TDI hasn't hit that top Bollinger Band on the second leg yet, but it has on the first. So that's all right. Williams percentage hit above that negative 20 line. So we'll drop down on the 1 hour time frame. Price action is on its way to the 50. TDI has hit that market baseline, closed right below it actually, on its way down to the bottom Bollinger Band. We do have biased Bollingers, which means both Bollinger Bands are on one side of this mid-level line, as another confirmation that they are working against the real trend. So now that both of these Bollinger Bands are above this this mid-level line, that's just confirmation that they're going to go short. The Williams percentage is at the right above that 80 line, so we'll see how they behave tonight. During London, when they come back up, retest, they've given us the high of the day, working that low of the day. Hopefully they come back up during London or the end of Asian, giving us that second leg M of the day, and then we'll drop down to the 30-minute cross. All right. And then EU is pretty much the same setup as GU. All right, we have first leg, second leg, that's pretty high, right? Instead, reason why we're going to wait for them to come back down, because there is a lot of, let me insert this so y'all can physically see it. Change the color real quick. And this will be the last pair that I cover for y'all tonight. Let's do orange. That's pretty bright. All right. Reason why we're going to wait to trade on GU, EU, GJ. We do have first and then second leg, right? But there's a lot of space in between where price action is, where the second leg is, and yesterday's low, aka first leg, right? They could come all the way back down here to the end of this wick and retest, and that is about 18 pips, right? And then you have to we place our stop loss 15 to 20 pips from the high or the low. So 18 and 15, right? That's a lot. That is a lot of risk. So if they don't come back down here and retest, anywhere in this box, we will not trade, right? It's pretty early in the Asian session. They could come here, back down and retest here and then take off, right? But that's still a lot of risk. Unless they give us a W right here. So they're giving us a low, hit that. They stop here, that's fine. As long as the EMA's cross with the second leg is good to go. But if it takes off right now, we're not going to trade it. All right, we're not going to try to catch it. Again, that's a lot of risk. All right, if you have any questions, please let me know. Hit me up in the group chat or send me a direct message. If not, I will see y'all. Actually, I will be recording one last webinar for y'all tomorrow night before I leave for Korea. I don't want to leave y'all hanging. I recorded this tonight because I'm about to go have dinner with my family, spend time before I leave. But I still will text you back. I won't get on the call with you. I won't be getting on Zoom again tonight. But I will respond and send you like a voice message or something. So please feel free to hit me up if you have any questions. All right. You have a good night.